This is question 8 on the November Foundation non-calculator paper. So, in this question I have this grid with these squares shaded. The question says, shade one more square to make a pattern that will have one line of symmetry. So I want to make a pattern that's going to only have one line of symmetry by shading in one square. Now, I'm not sure if this question has more than one answer, but I'm just going to do one. And I think that's the square you need to shade in. Because if you shade in that square, there'll be exactly one line of symmetry going down vertically through the center of the shape. So there you have it. I'm not going to spend ages sort of coloring this in, but just for your benefit, and you don't need to do this, I'm going to draw in the line of symmetry. And the line of symmetry just goes vertically down the center. You can see it's the same on either side. Yeah, so that's one line of symmetry. Going on to part B. In part B, it says shade one more square in the pattern. So shade one more square in the pattern to make a pattern with rotational symmetry order 2. Now, rotational symmetry order 2 means if I spin it around in one full turn, it would overlap itself twice, right? 2 times. That's why it's order 2. And this is the square that you need to shade in. And you don't need to color in the whole thing. You could just sort of draw some lines in there to indicate that that's the particular square. But I'm going to do that nonetheless, right? And just to show you what I mean by rotational symmetry of order 2, I'm going to use a bit of tracing paper, trace around the shape, and show you how this would overlap itself. Now, you don't need to do this, right? But this is just to show what it is, because rotational symmetry is something that a lot of people have difficulty with. So there you go. I've got the shape. That's the center of the shape, and let's call this the bottom. Now I'm going to turn the tracing paper around, holding down the center, and in one full turn it should overlap itself twice. So if I do that, that's half a turn, and there you go, it's overlapping itself there. And I'm going to do another half a turn to complete the full turn, and at the end, there you go again, it overlaps itself. So by shading in that square there, I've created a shape that has order of symmetry 2. Okay, make sure you understand this, make sure you're able to do it yourself, and get full marks.